Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video of the Dark Hunter reviews, and today we have Mimic with us. And just first of all, just apologize because I haven't uploaded a video in such a long time, but I've been busy with the college and family stuff and that kind of stuff, and also a bit lazy, but I mean I'm gonna do more videos now when Christmas begins, because I'm gonna have holidays and that kind of stuff, but I also have to do college stuff, so I think I'm gonna upload more videos. So let's go on with the video. So first of all, just let you know, like always, that you have the instructions in the description, and that you have a link with a playlist with all Dark Hunter reviews. So let's start. So let's go on with the backstory. So Mimic was a Dark Hunter with the ability to imitate others. So Mimic spent most of his life with a female companion from his native island. Their island had been destroyed due to a natural disaster long ago, so they lived together working to survive. One day, Mimic learned of his power, a useful talent that let him duplicate any feat he saw. Shortly after that, his companion disappeared. Mimic searched desperately for her a long time until he was approached by the Shadowed One, who told him that if he joined Dark Hunters, he could use other Dark Hunters' help in search of his companion. Mimic agreed quickly to the Shadowed One's proposal, and he served the Dark Hunters since then. The Shadowed One always sent him far away from Medina in his mission, just to prevent him discovering his companion, who was held captive within the dungeons of the island. And as always, after the Maturan universe was critically damaged by the Battle of Mara Magna, Mimic immigrated to Sperus Magna, and he likely reencountered his friend, who also evacuated to the Maturan universe. So it was a happy story that surely ended up happily, and it was surely a story that ended up happily, so that's a 10 out of 10, guys. Okay, no, it's just a joke, but I mean, it's really nice that some Dark Hunter story like finally ends in a good way. And Mimi has photographic reflexes, and I don't really know what that means. So so you can replicate any being just by watching it and without practicing. Like, he can just, like, if she's a dog, he can imitate a dog like perfectly, and he's very loyal to his friend, and he only joins the Dark Hunter just to find her. And Mimic carries a sword, or a sword. I thought this was a spear. I did the building thing before, and I said a spear. That's why I'm gonna say a spear like in a couple of minutes, but it's a sword, even though it looks like a spear. And he carries a sword which he uses to replicate physical feats involving a weapon. Okay, so like it imitates the weapon the enemy, or like the thing he imitates, have. So that's basically all the backstory. And just for ending this, he was created by Curtis Splitter for the Lego Magazine Dark Hunter building contest, like all the other Dark Hunters. So he only appears in Bionicle Dark Hunters and in Bionicle Encyclopedia Updated. He only appears like 2 times and haven't got really like a proper backstory. So that's all the backstory, guys. So let's go on with the building. With Toa Mata to see the height difference to a size comparison. And here we have Gali, and yeah, she's pretty shorter than him. It's like he's like double as tall as she is. And okay, let's compare with Toei Naika. So he's even a bit bigger than Toei Naika. So he's pretty tall. It's pretty good size, I think, for a Dark Hunter, I'd say. So we also gonna compare him with the Toametru because basically the body is based on the metal body structure. So yeah, and yeah, he's pretty cool for being it's a pretty good size. If you think that the Dark Hunters, like, I think they must appear in the Metro Nui saga. So I think it's like pretty good size for a Dark Hunter. Like, I always think that the Dark Hunter has to be bigger, but maybe it's a stupid concept I have. But I really like that he's like bigger than the old Toas, like that make him like more beefy. So now we're gonna take a look around his body. I haven't got the thing I make him like rule from the other day, because I just like disassembled it the other day, and I don't want to assemble it again now because I'm a bit lazy. So let's like show him around. Yeah, the only bad thing, I don't like this like empty spaces and these like studs, like empty studs that are here. I don't know, they call studs, I think. I don't really know, just post in the comments what they call. I don't really remember it, but we're gonna talk more about them up there. So as you can see, I made some changes, like this one here. It should be I can show a photo here. One of this instead of one of this, but I thought it really like didn't make any big difference. I mean, I basically took one of these because I this Buruk shield, because I didn't have one of those correct pieces you have to have. And you know, I took a different one here because I didn't have a black one as this one. I made also some other minor change, like this. It should be like big one of this, like it should be like this big. No, one of this, you know. But I took this Burg shield because it was very similar in shape and in the size. So yeah, guys, if you want to see more of the structure of the building, just go in the description and click on the instructions just to see how to build him and see him like more deeply. So in terms of building, he's basically a Toa Metu, and basically in the upper arms, because he basically uses Wenua's hands, arms, I mean, and body piece, and just silver Maturan torso. It was white, but I have to paint it in silver because I didn't have one, but it gets off easily, so it's no problem. So I really like him, but what I don't really like is maybe the legs. Like, they're really cool, but I don't really like these ones, like are sticking out and are empty. If you took off this, they will really look cool. And I also don't like to have this empty because it looks like unfinished, and this, like, that's the worst part of it all. But they look pretty good even though, but I will change that part if I like have to build it again. And maybe this Maturan arms, they don't really like fit in here because they are like loose, and if they will be attached to something, I wouldn't be so like critic with them. And these pins like sticking out here doesn't really look so good either. I will change them, but I mean, in basic terms, they maybe look pretty good. I really like the arms, and maybe the weapon is a bit like very basic, but it's pretty okay. So a cool feature you can add to this figure is to take the spear and store it here back, and it's really nice because it's like pretty natural and pretty easy to have there, just pretty out and out. And I say I changed this this piece is should be originally here. Oh, I can't speak English, it's been so long since I haven't done a video. I've changed this, the original pieces that should be here, you know, this piece, and I put a Buruk shield here because I didn't think it made such a big difference. It looks pretty good, but I wish I had used the original pieces, but I just used them because I didn't have the ones you really had to have. And also another thing I would like to comment is like the head. I think it's creative, but I think it's a bit empty, like in this space here, you know. Like here it's really like a bit empty. I think it looks cool because these are the eyes and it looks nice, but I think it could be better. I think that's my point of view. It's a bit like a bird, I think. Like it remembers me of a bird because of the eyes, I think. But it's like a bit like a robot. He's like a robot, like. So it's pretty okay. And in terms of the stability, he's pretty okay. You can pose him like pretty much like this, like for better pose. It doesn't look so cool, but I mean, you can make him run. The good thing about these legs is that you can like really like pose them really much, and that's the bad thing with the knees. You can't really move it a lot because of this piece is gonna be in the way, but it's pretty okay. Even though you can have it like this, but it's gonna fall out obviously, but you can have it like, you can really like pose it like he's running like this. I don't know if you can see it properly in the camera, but yeah, he's pretty okay. That's the only thing I would change actually. I like the arms, they're really like based in Makuta's arms, and maybe I don't really like the, you know, the posability of the shoulders. I don't really like the gear function. I never like it really because it like limits you the like the posability. You can't just move it forward and back, and I don't really like that for like making cool poses. That's the bad thing about that, but otherwise it looks pretty good, like in aesthetic, so that doesn't really like matters really much. So I think that's everything I had to say about him. I think Mimic is pretty cool even though, and I think Mimic is really good Dark Hunter, even though he's not my favorite, but I mean in aesthetic he looks pretty good, and the color scheme is pretty okay actually. It's like flows all correctly, like even though the mask is gold, it like flows pretty well, and he's pretty cool like aesthetically, I don't know how to say that, in the aesthetic, you know, like in the way he looks pretty good. Sorry for my bad English maybe in this video, guys. It's been like so long since I haven't speak English because, you know, I'm Spanish, and I have a pretty strange accent because I'm not a native English speaker, but I try my best, guys. So I think that's pretty much everything I had to say for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and yeah guys, see you in the next video guys. Bye bye.